So I met up with Dino for a couple of drinks, and then we decided that we'd try to, you're a professional beggar, and we decided after to try and see if there are any people who could answer our question in relation to the change in the blood. And I think the word may have got out, and it's now been proved. I think the word got out that we were in the tune. And all of a sudden, people we thought they were going to be somewhere weren't there. We went round to Glasgow Central Station, and there were 4 of them there. But I don't know if you remember from the last video, there was a Russian guy there, I can't mind his name, and he was in. I just thought there's absolutely no point because he knows who we are. So we then went to another place, there was no Carters there either. So then we walked to another place in Central Station, no Carters there either. So then we walked up to Buchanan bus station where I'd seen those 4 Carters earlier. And round about the side, there was standing an older guy. There was like 2 girls who I'd videoed earlier, walking past them. And an old guy, and I just thought, I said to Dina, let's go and speak to him. He's clearly the elder. Let's go straight to the elder, because there's no point talking to girls, because the elder will straight away come in. So let's go straight away to the bouncer, brother bouncer elder. So we went up to him, and brother bouncer elders with somebody I know, somebody I've known for years, who recognised me straight away and says, Terry. She recognised me straight away. And it was somebody who's really dear to me. I'd known both her and I remember her coming into the truth, the untruth, the lies. And I remember her starting a relationship with a guy called Stevie, who I really liked, down to earth, Rangers fan. You can't all support the right team. And they came round to our house lots of time, and literally, I said, what you're doing here. I have recorded the conversation. However, I don't know how much of it is on it. And the guy said straight away, recognising me and recognising Dino, says, we're not talking to you because you are recording without our consent. And then packed up the cards and walked round the corner. And she was I was saying to her, this person, Manx, I've known a long time, but I haven't seen her for 27 years. And I said to her, well, why couldn't you do something better with your time? I'm going, why don't you do something better with your time, not us? And then she says, well, I'd speak to you, but you're doing the work of the devil. It's really bad, isn't it? That when you want to approach Jehovah's Witnesses, people you knew personally, people that you loved, and say, just try to explain this to me. I'm not understanding this. And they won't speak to you because they think you're doing the work of the devil. In fact, then they all moved around the corner, and the brother elder guy was, Jesus Christ, he was passive aggressive, doesn't come into this. This guy was so aggressive, and he was honestly, he wasn't apologetic. He was straight in there with both guns blazing. And next thing is, he's saying to Dino, you distort the truth in your videos. I don't think so. We just record our questions with their very poor answers, so we're not distorting the truth. We're trying to get to the truth of what they believe, but instead they think we're distorting it. So isn't it awful that somebody I've not seen for so long straight away, she's actually saying to the guy, I really like Terry because we used to get on. I really liked her. Isn't it awful that all of a sudden, because we go to Jehovah's Witnesses, and both me and Dino are not disfellowshipped, and we ask people questions and just say, look, please, can you answer this for us genuinely? And they don't want to do it. Honestly, I find it absolutely heartbreaking. I'm after that experience there. I just feel so awful that friendship and what should have been is, how's you getting on, where's your boys, what you doing, what's your children, blah blah blah. It should have been that conversation deteriorates into we're off because you're recording against our will, even though the phone is in the pocket, and I can't talk to you. It's just so bad. And if any of these people who clearly now, me and Dina know, I said this to Dina afterwards, and I'll put up the video. It's clearly obvious now that the Jehovah's Witnesses in Glasgow are looking at this channel thinking they were apostates when we're not. We're just asking genuine questions. You know, we just want the answers. Please help us. They're calling us apostates when in fact, to be honest with you, they're the apostates because they're the people believing in something which us in the mid-80s would now say, oh sorry, that is apostasy what you're coming out with. How are we the apostates when we still remember the things we believed and these people have turned away from that version of the truth that we had then? So I'm just feeling so sad that that's where it's going to. I just really, again, somebody else I've met out there, out of Central Station, Buchanan Bus Station, who has turned their back on me because I ask questions. I think it's awful. Yeah, that was demoralising. I don't even think I want to do this again, to be honest with you. I said to Dino, I says, we need to just go up to people who don't recognise us, because when it's somebody you love rejecting you, it's a hard one to take. And I really liked her. I loved Max. I thought she was really a great girl. And Stevie, if you're watching, Stevie, hello. Sorry about Rangers being so shit at the moment. Anyway, I am having to go into this place called the Counting House at the moment, because after that encounter I really need to have an alcoholic drink to try and get over that utter rejection by these people thinking I'm doing the work of the devil. It's so sad.